What's up, soul family? Happy Thursday to all my followers and all my love bugs on my timeline. It's your girl, Beautiful Resilient Goddess. Y'all know I am beautiful and I am that girl resilient. Listen, I hope y'all are having an amazing Thursday. I made a video last night, but I'm kind of glad I didn't post it because it was definitely a premature, video to what I was dealing with at the time. So listen, I want to get on here today and I want to make people aware about a bank issue that I'm dealing with. And I'm doing it just so other people can be aware of it because, you know, you have kids coming out of college, you have kids, well, I'm not even going to say kids, I'm just going to say people in general, even adults who's trying to work on their credit or, you know, just make sure they have a good, you know, credit score just to acquire certain things, right? So I opened this account with CHIME almost like a little over a month ago, and I only opened it because of a job that I had gotten, and that company is literally the only company that had that information because it was the only company that was direct depositing in my account. So long story short, I have a bank account with CHIME, and they have this thing called a credit builder account. It's a green card. Listen, I would not advise anyone to get that. And this is why. So I've been just using my debit card or whatever, and then about last week sometime, week before, $1,000, what was it, $1,429 popped up on all three of my credit reports, dropping my score down 33 points to be exact. So I call CHIME and I'm like, what is this? And the lady explained to me that it was some kind of credit bureau. I'm like, well, this is not mine. I know I haven't spent, you know, I don't have a secured credit card, so this can't be mine. I only have your debit card. So she explained to me that because I had spent $1,000 on my card that I had, so basically whatever you spend on that card, they bill it to you. Y'all, have never heard of such thing. She said they billed it to you, and then when you pay on it, they report it back to the credit bureaus. Ain't no way you're gonna tell me that I have to pay $1,000 on $1,000 that I've spent of my own money. That's just we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But anyway, I noticed at the time, y'all. At the time, after I told her, and this was back in February, I said, you know what, go close that down. That's not what we're gonna do. Send me the right debit card. So on my end, I stopped the credit building, but I found out yesterday, the young lady that tried to talk me through the steps on how to do it, she actually talked me through the steps. She did not do it on her end. This is CHIME again. Okay, so I noticed that I kept receiving, y'all know how y'all get those messages coming to your phone, kept saying activate your card. And at this particular time, I had already had the card about 2 weeks already activated in. So I'm like, why am I receiving this? It's already activated. Didn't, you know, whatever, just going on about it. I'm like, well, maybe the message, you know, I even gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, well, maybe it's just a late message from when I received my card. So at this time, that bill was $1,429. I went ahead and disputed it with all the credit bureaus, and I called and told them what happened, y'all. So I get the results back yesterday. Why try and telling people that it was accurate? So all this time, me and y'all been talking back and forth. The lady even sent me proof. She sent me my monthly statement saying that on my end, it was $0. Like it was not mine. I'm not supposed to pay it. So I have the proof of the monthly statements. But listen, yesterday they said, oh, well, it's accurate. I said, oh, the devil is a lie. So I called them. I said, listen, I said, we've already went through this. I've already talked to so many representatives. And y'all, let me tell you, yesterday, when I was calling to inquire about it, I got hung up on 4 times. 4 times trying to reach out to CHIME to tell them about this account. And at the end of that, they ended up closing the account yesterday. They closed the account, and you know, I said, I need an email to make sure that y'all, you know, close it because you were supposed to close this back in February. Y'all, why I got an email? I closed it at 5. Well, I got an email. No, I closed it at 4. I got an email between 5 and 6 that $1,700 was paid in full successfully. And then it sent me another email saying your card is now activated. Yeah, yesterday. So I said, okay. I called back. I said, ma'am, I didn't tell her why. I'm gonna let her play with me. I said, what's the color of your card you offer? And she was like, you have a white. And I'm like, no. I said, I know I have a white one. I'm like, but what kind of cards do you guys offer? I just want to know what you guys offer. She was like, okay, well, we have the white one, and then we have the white for the debit, the green for the safer credit building, and then we have a black premium card. Right there, y'all. So the email they sent me, it was a picture of a black card, a black premium card. I do not have in my possession, nor did I ever apply for a black premium credit card, okay, or whatever kind of card that is. So I said, ma'am, I just received an email stating that your card is now activated. And the card that I only have has been activated forever now. So, you know, what's going on? She was like, well, okay, you know, well, you got to go over to member services. So let me send you over to member services. Y'all, that lady hung up on me. Yeah, she hung up on me, y'all. You know, sometimes, and I do, y'all know, I do take a lot of things, you know, I do give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was new. Maybe she didn't know how to switch lines, whatever. It may have been that easy, and I may have been able to just say that and let it go if I hadn't already been hung up 3 additional times before that, right? So, yeah, we're not doing that either. So right now I'm having to file a fraudulent claim, a fraudulent report again, because yeah, I don't have a black card. I don't have a premium CHIME card. And the reason I'm saying this is because, guys, how they advertise it, and this is how I got into CHIME, right? I had just started a job here or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and put that account in there so I have a fresh account with that, right? You know, y'all have to watch out for them 2 forms of ID when y'all going into these companies, and I'm just going to leave that there. But, again, they said they do this referral link where if you sign up for the card or the bank account, you will get $200 or $300, and the person that referred you will get it. So both of y'all would actually, you know, get something from signing up. And so that's how I did. And you know, y'all got these kids. We have people, like I said, trying to, you know, up your credit score, or just people just trying to get a fresh account, or whatever the case may be. Y'all look and see what these people at CHIME is doing. Please pay attention to your accounts. Please pay attention. Like, this was just a whole given. Like how you go and I could have took that as a blessing. I could have been like, okay, well, they just cleared it out because I kept calling about it. I could have said, like, okay, well, that's great. They paid the, you know, so it won't show up on my credit, so I can go ahead and, you know, dispute it again. But you send me another email with a different card saying your card is now activated. Y'all, these people is still trying to steal my identity. Okay, they doing it. And I'm kind of feeling like, how are y'all not afraid? I think it is some people out here really think they is untouchable. Y'all really think y'all untouchable because y'all in these banks or y'all in these organizations, like that stuff. Y'all, if y'all not paying attention, y'all not paying attention to the news. These people telling on each other. Like, I'm not trying to make any jokes about it. I'm just telling the real. Like, are y'all not watching the news in the media? Like, it's a lot of people going to try. They going to court right now in these organizations for things that they have done to people, and people are telling so that they can get less time, or telling because they, you know, got involved with something that they didn't know all of the details to. So in order for themselves to get either lesser time or just get out of it, they're telling on the person that they helped in these organizations. Okay, like, everybody in this earth is not bigger than anybody's. You're not bigger than God's program. See, y'all put y'all faith, y'all put all y'all trust in man and man on this earth. Yeah, we understand we understand a lot of things when it comes to how things work in this world now, and, you know, the different levels, you know, of things. But guess what? of that still sits on the shoulders of God. There is something more powerful than all that. Okay, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta, come on now. Y'all stop stealing from people. And then the main ones out here stealing, then y'all go calling people broke after y'all and stole everything from them. Cut it out. Y'all better stop playing. Like, what? Who does that? Come on, y'all. But anyway, like, y'all know I be having to put my little silliness in there. But y'all listen, back on a serious note. If y'all bank with Chime, and oh, y'all, that's another thing I left out. So I had to call one of my other banks yesterday. And me and the lady was just, we was laughing. She was like, girl. She said, babe, I had Chime for 1 week and I was out. And now I see why. And it's another thing too, y'all. We need to pay attention to the reviews. You know, we want to get on things and we want to always, you know, say, oh, well, maybe it'll be different for me. No, baby, pay attention to the reviews. Pay attention to the reviews when it comes to banking stuff. These banks, like, no. Chime, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm telling y'all now, I done already did it. And then I'm going to do it double. I'm going to make sure they look into what y'all doing with my account. I'm going to make sure to see because one thing I remember hearing someone say that it was a method to their madness of how they got things done. And I know that it was only, certain people that had, you know, access to that account. So I'm gonna let them handle that and let that be, and let them do their job. Y'all stop stealing. Stop stealing from people. Stop trying to steal people's identity and stuff. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it, guys. It's only, and then if you get to keep it, y'all keep something, then maybe you keep it for some years, but it's only temporary, y'all. Y'all, when you steal from people, you are going to lose it. When you build your foundation on someone else's demise, you are going to lose it. When you build your foundation on somebody else's loss and you know you've done something evil and detrimental to their foundation, you are going to lose yours. And it's not like, oh, I'm speaking it on. Y'all, it's happening. People's kingdoms are crumbling right before their eyes. Get it right, bro. Like, come on, y'all. If y'all can't do people like that. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all, so many people walk around saying they're Christian and they're this and they're that and not even Christian, whatever religion. I do want to believe that all religions believe in doing right by people. Some of y'all just been doing wrong by people all your life. We ain't talking about the ones that maybe y'all have slipped up, you know, whatever, and then you change your life and then you just, you know. No, some of y'all been cutthroat all y'all life. Y'all gotta stop. I don't know. And then that leads me to think that you're a devil worshiper, because ain't no way, because God does something to your heart. When you turn your life over and really he does something to your whole being. Trust me, I know he does something to your whole being, okay? Your heart, your mind, your soul, you know, the way you think. And no, we're not perfect, but you just will not walk and just want to take some from somebody. I don't care what it is. If you know that it's going to hurt them, what do you think? It's going to come back. And you don't know who you hurt. You might be hurting or praying somebody. Y'all better leave God's children alone. God don't play about his children. Y'all be taking from people. Y'all just don't know time that one person cry out to God, baby, it is over. Come on now. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. Y'all got to stop stealing. Stop scamming. Stop stealing. You're going to lose it. It's only temporary, okay? Try to get something that's going to be extensive. Don't be out here stealing. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Again, y'all, Chime. Look into Chime of what y'all got going on with that bank. And I don't care. They can say I don't care. I have all my proof of what I need. And yeah, something ain't right. Something in the Kool-Aid just ain't right. Because why would you, even if it is a credit building account, why would I have to pay $1,000 on $1,000 that I spent? It was my money. You telling me I got to pay on that? And then you put it on my credit report. And then told me, y'all, they told me they wasn't gonna take it out, that they was gonna keep reporting it. I said, really? I said, okay, well, I'm about to go on down into this police station and go and file this thing, and I'm just gonna have to call the credit bureaus and you know, get some advice on what to do, because we're not doing this. Y'all not gonna leave some on my credit report, and it's not mine. It's not mine. It's not. You told them people I had a credit card with a $1,400 balance. No. Anyway, y'all, teach these children to read the fine print. Read the fine print to these banks. Don't be signing up something you know they get us. I gotta say they got me with that one. Come on, y'all know a little extra $200-$300. Who don't want an extra $200-$300? You know. But anyway, y'all read the fine print out there. And I'll hop back on here probably not today, probably tomorrow. But anyway, again, I hope y'all are having an amazing Thursday. Y'all be blessed. Stay out the way. Keep your hands and your heart clean. Treat people right in real life. And stay resilient. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.